Yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be covering the top 6 brawlers in the new meta. So I feel like I'm doing this quite a lot recently. It's been a lot of balance changes. So straight after the update, I'm giving you guys my opinion on the top 6 brawlers. So yeah, before we get into today's video, make sure you're using the credit code in the shop. That'd be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's jump into today's video. Alright guys, so jumping into the 6th best brawler currently in this meta, it's going to be Meg. So I found it pretty hard to actually put a 6th brawler in. I think there's 5 solid brawlers in the meta right now. I think 6th you could actually put in place a few other brawlers. I just thought Meg is a little bit underrated right now, especially after the buff. There was like a slight buff on after she gets out of her mech form that you're actually able to get 1 ammo, and you might not think that's actually a lot, but I think it is a lot considering for the most part she used to be like an easy kill when she used to get out of her mech form. Now you have 1 piece of ammo, you're able to cycle your super a lot better. I just think Meg is really underrated and actually a really solid option in this meta. A lot of teams are actually using her. There obviously are a few counters to her, obviously like gadget brawlers like Spike, like Ruffs can be really annoying for her, Tara as well. So in Power League, gotta be a little bit careful because she can be countered a little bit easily at times, but I just think overall a really solid pick, and she's been used quite a lot in competitive right now. I think she has a really solid win rate, especially on those longer range maps as well. That's where you're going to be looking to play Meg, but you can also play her in short range. You know, if you get that mech form and you're hiding behind a wall, you can just swipe around the corner, and it's just so toxic. I remember playing Meg in like, I think it's like Split and some other maps like that, and Ring of Fire as well. Specifically, like if the enemy like pushes into your spawn, you could literally like wall peek with his slash and just one shot so many different brawlers. It's so OP and definitely warranted of at least a top 10 in the meta. So that's going to be number 6. Let's hop into number 5. Alright guys, so jumping into the 5th best brawler currently inside of this meta, it is my boy Spike. So Spike has been solid for such a long time now, and it's just been slowly creeping up the meta rankings. I think I put Spike here because he's just a solid option. He's basically used pretty much everywhere inside of Brawl right now, inside of Gem Grab, and just overall like Heist as well. So many long range maps, he's a really solid option, and his gadget is also a big reason as to why he's so strong, because you can place this gadget against several single shot brawlers and you're going to be able to tank quite a lot. And the fact that you can use the curveball style power on long range maps, and basically you're going to be outraging so many different brawlers in the meta. It's just kind of crazy how strong Spike is right now. So as I said, like I felt like Meg you could actually switch out for other brawlers, maybe like a Sandy, maybe like Rico is really strong in this meta. There's a few other options that I thought could be potentially in the top 6, but I feel like Spike is solid at number 5. Really strong, just one of those picks which not really counted by too many different brawlers as well. Can't really think of many lanes that will actually beat Spike. And specifically as well, the reason why he's so strong is because he counters the likes of Crow. Like Crow is a really solid lane. You can use a cactus to counter Crow down the lane. You're going to be able to counter him pretty easily. So Spike just absolutely insane in this meta. Let's hop into number 4. Alright guys, so jumping into the 4th best brawler in this current meta, we have Byron still. So Byron's still going to be really strong. You got brawlers like Ashe who are still super strong in this meta, who's going to synergize really well with. And with Byron, you don't even need like tanks in your team. Like normally with like Poker, for example, you're going to need for the most part like a tank to heal in your composition. Like Byron, you can just put in lane anyways, like against literally anyone. You should be having a good time with Byron. His splash is just so good against squishy brawlers. You can literally tap so many different brawlers like once. You can push up, splash them, you're going to be able to get a kill and cycle really easily. So 10% on my iPad. I need to remember to charge that. It won't be a video without that notification coming up. So I'm able to splash that Rico there, get a few taps in and kill him. That's how I like to play Byron, especially down that lane. For the most part, you're going to be able to cycle that super. Once you get that super, it just goes really aggressive, as I said. So yeah, Byron is not going to be turning down in popularity. I'm not too sure whether he's in deserving of a nerf. Maybe it's just like the meta, because he has kind of like power crept up. There's been no buffs like to actually make him this strong. It's just literally like a power creep thing. Like he's slowly been like underrated for a long time, and he's slowly becoming a really strong brawler. He's also got a really good gadget. I love this gadget because you can just pop it and just keep your aggression. You don't need to fall back. You can just pop that gadget and when a brawler's pushing you, and you're going to be able to heal up fine. So been doing a decent job here. I felt like I've been playing 1v3 basically the whole game. This Frank should just be able to super here and score. I'm going to just super him as well just to make sure he's healed up. Okay, he's going to get a double kill there, and he should be able to walk it in. Okay, he's making it as hard as possible. They nearly missed an open goal again, but Byron's super strong. If I was to say a way to nerf him, I don't think you should really do too much. Maybe make it so his gadget doesn't heal as much. I think they should just nerf him a tiny bit. But that's a nice goal from the Frank right there. But Byron still super strong, easily top 5 brawler in this meta. Let's hop into number 3. Alright guys, so jumping into the third best brawler currently inside of his meta, we have Ashe still. So I think Ashe still really strong brawler inside of scrims right now. He's being banned basically every single time. So just being shown how strong he is in the meta. I think the main reason again is because of healers with Ashe. Just being able to heal him up whilst he's raged up. It's just such an OP combination and definitely something that still needs to be a little bit fixed. So maybe he's not as strong as the sayers. Maybe in like a week's time, maybe people start trying him out and just not auto banning him. Maybe he's not as strong as I think, but I still think he's really, really good, especially if you just pair him with literally a single healer. Byron, Poco, it just feels invincible. It's just something I don't want to see on my screen, so that's why he's basically banned out all the time. So I'm playing at 200 trophies still. I need to rank him up. I don't know why I've not actually leveled him up just yet, because he's super, super strong. So if you're thinking of pushing Ashe, I think now is definitely the time, because he's due another nerf for sure. So Ashe is going to be the third best brawler in the game still, in my opinion. Let's hop into number 2. Alright guys, jumping into the second best brawler currently inside of the Brawl Stars meta, we still have Belle. Belle is being used literally everywhere in competitive right now. Every single map and mode she's being used in. Unfortunately, I'm playing Belle and literally like the closest range map possible. Probably the only map you don't want to be playing Belle on, but just playing Brawl just for the content wise. But yeah, Belle being used everywhere right now. Competitive, she's being used on every single game mode. Gem grab, Brawl, a heist, she's been used everywhere. The only brawler that really counters Belle really well is maybe like extremely aggro brawlers on short range maps like this one, or maybe like a Piper. I think Piper's the only like consistent counter I can find, only because she has I think like better range and you can 2-tap a Belle with the gadget. Other than that, Belle is just running absolutely crazy. It's just being used everywhere. It's really hard to find a solid counter to her, and she's just like well balanced. Like you can just expect like good results when you have Belle in your comp. That's why she's been used pretty much everywhere. So hopefully we can kill this Frank in time. Hopefully Mortis just goes onto him, else we're not going to be able to get him down in time. But yeah, I don't think there's any more reasoning as to why I need to explain why Belle is in the top 5. She's still just so strong. Ever since I released, she's been a top brawler. So it makes me like kind of think, do they want Belle to be meta? Like, is it like balanced? That's why Belle hasn't been nerfed. I'm just really confused as to why Belle is still this strong, because literally ever since she's been released, she's been one of the best brawlers in the game. So it kind of it hurts my brain when I try and think about it. But this Mortis, I don't know what he's really doing. He's waiting for Christmas or something. I don't really understand. But we're going to be losing that one. But Belle still absolutely insane right now in this meta. Let's hop into the best brawler. Alright guys, so jumping into the best brawler currently inside of the game, we have Stu. So I actually felt like it was really hard to actually separate like the best brawler in the game. I felt like all 5 brawlers could actually have their case as the best 5. But I've put Stu in because I think Stu's really underrated. And you guys might think, well, there's a lot of tanks. Surely Stu is bad against tanks. I think Stu is really good against tanks. Like, it's really hard to kill a Stu when you're actually a tank. But I'm actually able to score here. I was going to say, like, I'm going to completely put you guys off of Stu because of how bad I am of a Stu. But we're able to pop off. But yeah, Stu can basically, again, be used as one of those brawlers inside a competitive anyways. That's going to be one of those comfort brawlers. You just know you're going to be able to pop off a little bit with a Stu, and a really good Stu with like really good internet is going to just be dancing all over the map. So 5%, I actually forgot to put my iPad on charge, funnily enough. Hopefully it's able to survive this last game. This Bieber's able to defend a little bit. We're going to be able to get our super. So the main thing, okay, that Poco completely messed up there. We could have actually saved that. I didn't think he would do that, but as I was saying, the main thing to counter a Stu, obviously you've got those gadget brawlers, but try not feeding him dash. That's the only way you can really stop him. Once you feed him that one dash, he's just going to completely wreck you guys. So one tip for me, try and keep your range, or just use brawlers that can obviously prevent him from getting his dash in the first place. So gadget brawlers like Tara, like Spike, like Ruffs maybe, you're going to be having a good time. And one thing as well, you got to be careful in like Power League, because obviously you can counter Stu pretty easily. But I just think overall, he's super solid and still really underrated. I just think he's still insane. So that's going to be my top 6. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Obviously there's going to be some difference in opinions, but I think this is pretty solid, mainly based it off of what I see the most in scrims, what I see the highest like win rate in competitive, and yeah, trying to base it off that. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.